Hi there, Jake Miller here, and today I'd like to share with you about the Chrome extension Clipboard History. Recently, in one of these tech efficiency videos, I shared about the extension Auto Text Expander. And what's really great about Auto Text Expander is that you could set it so that when you type in certain chunks of text, certain shortcuts, longer pieces of text that you use regularly pop in automatically for you. And that's great for things that you know that you're going to type regularly and go back to multiple times, during your work week or something like that. Now, there are other times when you just need multiple pieces of text within one specific work session, and a great solution for that is Clipboard History. To get Clipboard History, just do a Google search in Chrome for Clipboard History, and you'll see two results pop up in the Chrome Web Store, the original Clipboard History extension and Clipboard History 2. Now, I use Clipboard History 2. It has the more full features, so I recommend using that one. Some people may see benefits of the first one. I'm really not sure about that, but use Clipboard History 2 if you're following my recommendations. So you'll click on it and go ahead and add it to Chrome. Once you've added Clipboard History, you'll see it up here on your bar up there. There's probably some approvals that you need to do to get it to appear there, and some things that you need, some permissions you need to allow for it that you need to do first for it. And then what Clipboard History does is it just saves a running history of everything that you copy. So that means if you have many chunks of text that you're looking to copy, you can use Clipboard History to kind of retain those for you. So if I click up here on Clipboard History, you can see that it's a history of all the things that I've copied, and I could scroll down as far down as I need to. And that is one thing that you want to look out for with Clipboard History, is it does use a decent amount of memory to keep all of these things here for you, and you could edit how much it's keeping and how long it's keeping them and things like that for you in your options. I've never encountered any problems where I feel like it's slowing me down or it's using up too much memory, but if I did, that's how you might change it. Inside of Clipboard History, you could see that it's in chronological order from the most recent to the oldest. The green indicates that that's one I currently have copied, and if I want to copy something different, like say I want to copy the link to this presentation down here, I click on it, and it's now copied, and you can see that it's now green, and now I can go somewhere and paste that in. So I don't have to go back and copy that from wherever it was. I can just copy it from right there just by clicking on it directly, and now it's currently the thing that I have copied. And if I copy something different, I still have access to go back to that one. Over here on the right, you can see that you could star things to make them things that you use regularly because they're your favorites and they'll stay here for you. So if there's certain chunks of text that you use regularly, you could use that. I prefer Text Expander for that, but this is a way you could do that. If you need to see exactly what the full copy text is, you can click the eyeball here to see all of it, so I can see what this full chunk is. There's also a upload to cloud there if you want to back up certain parts of your history to access from other places. I've never used that feature, but I could see that being useful. The X is if you want to delete it from your list here. For some reason, maybe there's some sensitive information. Over here on the right, it tells you the number of characters in that chunk of text that you're actually copying there. So one way to improve the performance may be to look for longer chunks of text that you'll never use again and delete them. But again, I've never had any issues with it slowing down. So where that's really nice is when you have a certain resource that you're getting some information from and you're copying different parts of it at different times, and you're going to come back and forth and use different parts of it. So if, for example, I'm copying from Vanilla Ice here, and I want to use this phrase, I can go to it and just copy just like I normally would. So I'm going to do Command-C or Control-C if you're on a PC or a Chromebook. And then let's say I'm also going to need this one down here at some point in time too. So I could Command-C to copy that one. And then when I go back here, I'm like, actually, I want the Stop, Collaborate, and Listen first. So if I go up into my clipboard list, you can see that's something down. That's not my most recent one, so it's not the one that's actively copied right now. It's the one before it. So I can click to copy that one, come in here and paste it, and I'm like, okay, now I want the other one. So I come back into Clipboard History, copy that one now, and come in here and paste that one, and then I can come back and get the other one and copy and paste that one. So as many times as I need to come back to the different chunks, I can come back to them as many times as I need to. And note, last thing here is that you could change whether or not you're actually monitoring your clipboard. So in other words, if you don't want to use the extension for a while to save some memory, or because you're dealing with something that's private or sensitive in some way, you could turn it off and then turn it back on later. And right now I'm viewing all of my clips. If I want to view just things that I've given a star to, I've got the favorite button. If I want to just view things that I've uploaded to the cloud to access from different devices, I click on cloud. And also I could search. If I know I copied something a week ago, but I don't remember what day it was, and I don't want to scroll down searching for it, but I know a certain word that was in there, I can click search and find it out of my clipboard history. Also, if I click on the settings button over here, you'll see that I can go in here to the options and change how long I'm storing things for. Again, if you feel like it's slowing down your computer or slowing down Chrome for you, you could change how long you store an item for. You could change whether or not it loads when you scroll or not, and you can make all these changes to try to help it move faster. And if you have a clipboard history from another Chrome profile or from another device that you want to import in here, that's actually a possibility to import it in there. So that's clipboard history. I think it's super useful in helping you get a little more efficient with your time, so you don't have to continually go back and forth to track down those chunks of text, like go back to the Google Doc it was in, copy it, come back to where you're at, but you have to find that Google Doc first. This way, it's just right there in your clipboard history, right there in Chrome, where you're probably doing most of your work anyhow.